Well, this is me just finishing a 3.5 mile vigorous walk on the Shoreline Trail, which feels really good because I have been pretty sedentary the past year, and I wouldn't be able to do this if I was still on maintenance treatment. So this is me not on maintenance treatment. The last video was kind of like me trying to decide. My last actual dosing was March 2nd, so it took me quite a while to feel good. I am trying to remember when I saw my doctor last. It was probably a couple weeks ago. So me and Orion went and saw him. I think he knew it was kind of coming because I told the nurse practitioner that I just couldn't handle the treatment anymore. So I told him, I'm in bed 5 days a week. The 2 days I'm up, I feel okay, but then feel the need to, do something in the house, spend time with the family, like try to engage, but still not feeling great. I feel like I was getting behind in work, which really started stressing me out. And my quality of life was it was so, not tolerable. So he said, okay, well, what we can do is just watch you every 3 months and just kind of track you, because right now my labs don't show the cancer. Once, it started showing up my cancer, then we'd have to come up with a different plan. So I would rather live my life and be able to do things than to feel sick and prolong it. And it was interesting because leading up to seeing the doctor, I felt huge relief, like I knew this is what I wanted to do. And then it was really weird. After I was leaving the doctor, it felt so absolute, and I feel like I kind of got bummed and felt like I was creating my own death sentence, which, is morbid upon itself. And then I'm scared because I'm thinking that I'm creating it. And I really kind of had a hard time that week because, the last thing he said to me is, go live your life, and I was just like, what does that mean? Like, are you saying I'm going to die soon? Which none of us really know. And so then I felt like, oh my gosh, I have to make a list of everything I want to be like, if I have a year before it comes back, what do I want to do in that year? Which my list was overwhelmingly huge, of course. I wanted to finish all the baby books I haven't done, and my kids are 28 and 24 and 13. So, I have these on my to-do list forever. I don't know why, but I do. But it's like, clean out the whole house, do baby books, become vegan, run a marathon, love like I've never loved before. So I completely tweaked myself. I was like, I was so anxious because I had to live perfectly, which doesn't exist. And, but I wanted to make sure that I was, I better use this time wisely. And it's not like I can just be like, hey, so I'm going to quit my job. I could, but then there's also consequences with that. Not consequences, there's just different lifestyle. Like, we would have to totally change our lifestyle. Wouldn't travel as much, wouldn't eat probably as awesome as we eat. And I don't know, there's just things you also are going to give up by doing that. So there's a trade. So I've gone through that phase, and then I went through the asking everybody what I should do phase, which did include some suggestions, like the vegan one, which is hard for me because it feels more like a should, and I should try it, than yeah, I really want to do that. Because, I don't know, anyone who knows me knows I love good food. And Orion, he loves to cook for people. That's way of That's the way he shows love. I mean, he shows love in other ways, but I mean, he loves to cook like amazing food that we all are like, you sit around the table and you just relish in how lucky we are and how good it is, and it's something you share with other people. I'm not saying you can't do that being vegan, but I've had like therapy sessions and then I mean, I'm reaching out to everyone because I don't trust myself, but part of it is like, what would you, that is so funny. I saw Orion just running behind me in the background. We're supposed to meet. He's running and I'm walking. That's awesome. Dang it, what was I talking about? Oh, like if I really honestly had a year to live, which that's not going to happen. Even at the worst, if it comes back, it probably won't kill me in a year, which I just need to let go and be like, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. But would I choose to be vegan if I had a year to live? Probably not, especially if I only knew I had a year to live. Like, what's the point? I could probably feel a little bit better. Oh, there he is. I meant to keep going on that video after we were running, and now it's been like probably a couple weeks. So yeah, I think I was talking about veganism, which I have not just become vegan. I have kind of switched out, like I've reduced dairy to pretty much like having oat milk in my coffee and whatever. I don't know, does it make me feel better? I'm not sure. I probably no. I was going to say shouldn't, but that is one word I want to take out of my vocabulary. The word should or shouldn't. It's like, what do I want? What makes me feel good? What do I want to do? Anyway, so I'm just making different choices with eating that make me feel good, and not just choosing to be vegan. Anyway, that was one little thing. I have been keeping active, like walking every day or hiking or going on a bike ride, which feels really good. That is something that I really wanted to do this time, is just move, just to keep my body, because I feel so weak, like my muscles feel weak. I really want to do strength training. Again, I was going to say need or should, and that will help me. I feel really good. Like I feel really happy. I feel like I'm just doing things that I haven't done in a year. Seeing friends, like we went down to Spring City for Mother's Day with the whole family. It was really fun. Like I was like, this is what I'm doing. I spent a day there by myself, which just felt lovely, and then got to just hang out with the family and listen to records and do a puzzle, and just those are the moments that are really enjoyable and that are just, it's just those little moments. Yeah. Anyway, so just more self-care, less negative self-talk. I don't even have an appointment at Huntsman until July. In July, I have to have a PET scan, a bone marrow, labs, like everything. And I'm sure there will be, it's like the week before then I see the doctor. After I do all that, I get pretty anxious, like, oh gosh, what if it already shows up again? Like, that would super suck. And right now, there's a potential job opportunity maybe that is happening that I would love to apply for. And I cannot think about, like, what if it comes back and then I take this job and then I can't do it? But I'm like, I want to be able to do the things I want to do. Another thing that I've wanted to do, I really love to teach. I was a nurse educator and then had to stop that because of cancer treatment. But, I've had all these thoughts of, what do I want to do? And I'm like, I want to be an elementary school teacher. I mean, that's a huge change. And then I think about that and think about what that is and talk to people who are in the education system, including my mother. I would rather do small kids than my mom did high school. But then to fill that need, I just signed up to be a volunteer in the Salt Lake City School District. And I want to go to like low income or special needs, or just, I would love to teach or help teach English as a second language, or just work with kids to help them reading. I feel like I really need that in my life. And even if it's just once a week, once every other week. So I did that. I'm going to sign up. I'm signing up for that. Today, I think I'm going to make a mosaic table, like outside, that you can put things on. Hey, a table. Yeah, you can put things on it. Of course you know that. So it's just doing things instead of being like, I'll get around to that. I'm scared to start it because I might fail. It might be too much, whatever. I'm like, I am just going to do things. I'm going to do and act. Anyway, this video's already probably too long, but yeah, not on maintenance, feeling great, happy with my decision, and living my life. So that's where I'm at. I will be better at posting, but right now I'm like, after this, I'm just like, hey, I'm just posting like how good I'm feeling. So, I mean, I can keep doing that. It might just be a little while, or if I have something really awesome to share, I will do that as well. So I have valued your support, and I can't believe you're watching these actually. And after my last post, like, I am just like, I love you guys. I think that support for any human being is support, and love is just really all what we want and need. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to go make a mosaic table. I'll take pictures of that and show you that later. Okay. Actually, one thing that I really wanted to say, I forgot last time, that, going through cancer treatment and just life in general, I think the focus sometimes, at least for me, has been about eating right and exercising, but there is such a huge emotional component to this. Like, for me, if I don't deal with my shit and my underlying feelings and underlying just your emotional health, then that can make you feel sick. I mean, not saying that I gave myself cancer, but I think for me, I need the health, the body, the physical aspect, and the emotional aspect. Like, I can't tell you what it has done for me to let things go. Like, to let anger and resentment and just feelings like that, letting those go, because they only hurt me. It doesn't, like, whoever I'm having issues with or whatever I'm having issues with, if I'm mad about it and ruminate over it, it's only hurting me. So that has been really freeing. I can't even remember if I told you in recently, but that's been big. I just feel nothing but love for people and human beings. And if someone's being a jerk, then I am like, they've got issues, they have pain, they have, if people are angry and being a jerk or lashing out at you, they've got their own stuff. And anyway, yeah, I wanted to share that because I think emotional health is hugely part of your physical overall well-being. Anyway, off my soapbox and scene.